Question 19. An artist was building a piece for an upcoming show, and its side view is shown below. This particular piece was being constructed from the top down, and after some time, the artist had to leave and secure the piece with a vertical pole that is shown at AB. So here's the pole. It's holding it up. What's the length of the pole? And you can always look below on like, what again am I trying to find? AB. So we want to find this length. All right, so let's figure out what we know, what we can find out. So I think we should start with finding this length using our similar sides. And then we can find these two lengths and subtract them. That's my game plan. Okay, so let's start here and find UA, and I'm going to call it Y because I already have X. So let's go Y to 16 equals 22.1 to 34. And you can see if that reduces whenever you're working with similar triangles and you want a smaller number. Go ahead. So it's 0.65, and I'm actually going to leave it as 0.65 because now it's just a one-step solve. Now we're going to times both sides by 16 to get our Y value. So that is 10.4. All right, so the reason I found that is because now we need to find these two lengths, and we can do that using the Pythagorean theorem. So I'm going to start with the small triangle. This is C, and then A and B doesn't matter. But remember, Pythagorean theorem is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So A is 10.4 squared, B squared, and then C is 22.1. And to get B by itself, we're going to subtract. So I'm going to subtract 10.4 squared before I even calculate anything. So now I have 22.1 squared minus 10.4 squared. So that saved me from writing out some steps. So B squared is 380.25. And now I'm going to square root both sides to just get that side length. So square root of 380.25, which is 19.5. Okay, so we just found this length as 19.5. So now if we find the whole length of this triangle, we can, do you see what I'm doing? I'm going to subtract that 19.5 to get that length. So I'm going to do Pythagorean theorem again. This time this is C, A, and B is going to be our missing term again. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. A is 16, B is B, and C is 34. And it's the same steps we've been doing. I'm going to subtract 16 squared. So B squared equals 34 squared minus 16 squared, which is 900. And then take the square root of that, which is 30. So we just found this whole length is 30. So now do you see why I did that? I'm going to take the whole length minus this cut, 19.5, and that's going to equal this length, which is congruent to X. So 30 minus 19.5 is 10.5. And that's the length of X, or AB, or the pole, however you want to look at it. Okay.